Oh, God. God, I hope this works out. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to you guys. Welcome to another live stream. Folks, this is the second live stream that I'm doing for today. Shit, I'm wrong. Today, this is the third. This is the third live stream I'm doing today. It has been a content boatload today, to say the least. It says that we're live. I don't know how many more notifications YouTube will give me today. We'll see who ends up in here and if everything works out okay. It's already starting off extremely eerie around here. It's quiet. Too quiet, as a matter of fact. So again, this is the third live stream that I'm doing today. Just real quick, I want to give you guys a quick rundown of how the day has been. It has been, woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, edited some video, filmed 2 videos first thing this morning before 9 o'clock, did a TikTok live at 9 to 10, and then I went out and about for just a little bit, and then came back, did a live stream for the Kick in the Bobo, and then boom, all of a sudden, this is the third live stream. So if you're joining me on this, I was sharing that I don't know how many more notifications going to give me, YouTube is going to give me, because, folks, not only did I do 2 live streams, this being the second one just on YouTube, I uploaded 2 videos today. So we're talking about we need 4 notifications. I don't know if we're going to get that, but sharing that nonetheless, fear not. We're here, and we're going to hope that this works and that we get some people up in here, because we're getting ready to do the rando visits. We've got the bootleg setup right this second, but the bootleg setup actually works the best. I don't even know how many people are up in here. I honestly feel like this, my chat may be acting up a little bit. So anyways, we're getting ready to do the visits this evening. I'm using a more bootleg setup. Forgive me. I'll work on trying to get this improved. There's some pros and cons with this bootleg setup. The cons are it doesn't look as great. But then again, look at how we've been doing this as of late. Anyways, doesn't really look all that great to begin with. The plus side is, though, these visits go through pretty quickly. Aaron, what's going on, man? I'll never forget, man, what you shared with us yesterday, man. Unbelievably wild. And today I actually tried to figure out if there was any truth to that, and I have not been able to find out. So unbelievably crazy. I was going to do this live stream at 8 o'clock tonight because we've got people who are ready for us, waiting on us to visit them literally right this second. At 8 o'clock, literally in 1 minute, folks, we're jumping right into this random prisoner visit. We're actually going to be visiting with Cheyenne. This is going to be a little bit like live PD tonight. We're going to visit with Sky. Excuse me. I said Cheyenne. We're going to visit with Sky first tonight. Sky has whipped up some stuff for us. She's made a flip, some sort of a prison meal, and also some sort of dessert. So look for that. That's getting ready to happen, like literally right this second. And yeah, who knows where else tonight will take us. Y'all keep me posted on the viewer count for this evening. I hate the fact that I can't trust my computer with this right this second. So, anywho, we ain't got a lot of people up in here. That much I can tell. But folks, hey, sleep late, lose weight. Redskin Chris got up in here just as quick. Yeah, man, let's go ahead and get up into the VIs. Let's go ahead and start literally. Boom. Ooh, that looks bad. We gotta make that look a little bit better than that. It's got to be clearer than that. God bless it. What's the issue? So if we go more, how are we going to not be so blurry? Because that doesn't look good at all. How can I make that not so blurry? Why is that so blurry? I'm having to catch the corner of the camera. I know that that's probably what it is. Yeah, so it's not blurry right there. And if I come up closer on it, it's not blurry neither. And if I lift it, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. All right, hey, let's do this. Watch how this joint's about to work right now that I don't have this thing hooked up to the computer. Watch this. Hey, Donnie, thank you for letting me know how many people we got up in here. It's visitation day. We'll worry about the blurriness in a minute. Let's just get connected first. Ooh. Is it the light? I don't have the light glaring. Oh, I do have the light glaring from the side. We'll figure this out in just a minute. How we going to make this look better? They waiting on us, folks. They are waiting on us in the jail. And it's commissary hall day. Yeah, that don't look bad. We'll start with this. Shout out to the folks taking the time to rock with me. Hey, did you catch all 4 pieces of content that I shared today on After Prison Show? 2 videos, 2 live streams, this being the second. All right, it's 8 o'clock on the dot. Yo. That's what it is. Hey. No, oh shit, I gotta turn this up. Hey, can you see this right here? Okay. I was just trying to see what you could see. But hey, how you doing in there? Sierra, right?
Yeah.
Hey, did you I put $10 on your tablet. Not sure if you saw that or not.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. It's my hope to try to help you get some pen pal support up in there. Has anybody reached out to you yet?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
well, we're gonna definitely make sure that we get you some pen pal support too. I can all but guarantee there's gonna be some people who want to write to you.
Okay, cool.
What y'all eating tonight?
Okay, do you want me to help you? Yeah. Okay, so it's a flip. All right. And show it, and then I'll tell it. Okay, she's gonna tell you. We're about to show you, and then she's gonna explain it to you. Okay.
Word, sounds good.
All right. I'm gonna. That was so good. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so I can't hear. I'm so sorry, Mama.
No worries. We're all trying to figure this out right here. There we go.
Right. Okay. So, try and do it slow. Move it back a little bit. Give it all. Okay. Right here, so tuna flip. All right. Made tuna flip. I also did a dessert for you guys. The tuna flip, is tuna. Sorry, it's tuna fish, pickles, ramen noodles, mayonnaise, and then it's in a flip. The flip is made out of the Chex cheese, crushed down really hard with some cell boss chips, crushed down really fine. I added water to make it into a paste, almost like a tortilla. And then I topped it with a sauce. The sauce is hot sauce, ranch, buffalo ranch seasoning. What else is in that? Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're gonna cut it in half. You guys can see the side of it too.
I mean, look, that looks like a pretty pricey little meal right there. Sounds like you got quite a bit up in there.
Well, see, yeah. It's huge. Like shout out to Adam, and you, thank you, out of it, because you guys made it happen. So this, if I can get it focused, it's not going to focus. I'm so sorry.
That's all good.
All right, but yeah, but that's the inside of it, and yeah, definitely did dessert for you guys too. So dessert, they are Butterfinger stuffed Oreo vanilla wafer.
God dang, that
They
sounds all
will.
right.
We can get it. You can kind of see them. They're glazed. It's dripping. So, yeah, I took the inside of the Oreos and mixed it with. I mixed it with the inside Butterfinger, and then I did the outside of the Oreos in hot cocoa, stuffed it inside vanilla wafers, and then the Butterfinger mixture topped it on top for you guys. So, thanks everybody so much. Made it possible. I really, really appreciate it. So anybody wants to eat can definitely eat, and I'm so thankful. I really appreciate you so much for giving me the opportunity. She's gonna show it again. It's so big. Yeah, it's huge. We're trying to do like slow movement so it doesn't lagging, but it's huge. And I definitely want you guys to know that I look out for people that didn't have it or don't get anything either, because I feel like it's very important for you to do that. So just thanks you guys so much.
Good for you. So who's eating with you tonight?
Okay, so it's me. So it'll be me, Sierra, our friend Rick, and really anybody that wants some of it is going to be eating with us.
Good deal.
So it's big enough. We're not greedy. So,
Is Cheyenne in the car with y'all?
Absolutely, Cheyenne. Come say hey. Oh yeah, good news for him. Well, your girl here got into the DD program. Did my practice test today.
Good for you.
Okay. Yeah. Also got accepted to the trustee block. Also got accepted to the substance abuse block. So I'm just, doing big shit, doing big things.
Oh, you about to be up out of there, ain't you?
I'm hoping, I'm trying. I need something to make my time go by quicker,
There you go. Well, good for you. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. When we visit you the next time, you're going to be in a white jumpsuit.
Well, a green one, but hopefully, yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know what color they wear for trustee there, but yeah, hey, congratulations on these power moves.
Thank you so much. I'm trying, I'm trying to do something positive with the situation.
Well, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, I just wanted to say what's up to you.
Thank you. Hey, what's up?
Heck yeah.
Army, okay.
Good deal. Look, it's
Again,
crazy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man.
Nah, look, you ain't got to keep thinking, man. Really, it ain't got much to do with me. It's the people that rock with this and who wanted to reach out to you. So that's what's really good. It's crazy that when I first met you, you were literally the first person that I met when I got back to doing this. Because I used to do this a long time ago. So I get back to it. You're the first person I meet. And look at how this has blossomed into support for you on the inside, some positive encouragement. And look, you're eating good tonight. You and your girls, y'all get to eat good tonight. And man, that's awesome. That's what it is.
It's more than I could ever ask for, honestly. I didn't think that it would snowball into this, but it's fantastic.
Well, I'm really happy for you. Look, somebody was asking me, they said, how many ingredients are in there? Obviously, quite a bit of stuff that you guys put into that. How many people you think that's going to feed? I mean, that's going to feed, at least 3 or 4 of y'all, right?
But like I said, we definitely, if I have a portion, with this, anytime we cook, hey, do you want to bite? Hey, you want to try it? Hey, definitely sharing it, because that's important.
Well, I'm sure that's
this is just you have to give it back. You got to.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the biggest boss meal up in there this evening, and good for you for, being able to do that and to be able to share that with some other people as well, too. It's funny you're sharing this meal with me, and the first thought that's coming through my mind, there's a girl on like Instagram, and she does a cooking show. It's called Cooking with Kyra. I know you've never seen this, but I was thinking to myself, I was like, yo, y'all could legitimately
I've heard of it.
y'all could legitimately have your own somewhat rendition of that. Obviously, what she does is like skimpy clothes and shit. I'm not trying to insinuate nothing like that, but I'm just saying y'all could legitimately have your own little cooking segment from the jail.
So what's crazy, Joe, is that last time I was here, I had her named Jen, and she was like, Chef Sky, she was like, "You gotta get out, you gotta do it," because that was this cooking thing. I love doing it, you know. And here, it's really it's like the stuff. By the way, I think we used about 12 different ingredients to make it, multiples of each, including the sauces, by the way. But she was like, "You got to get out and do it," because they have people that do like they'll make the prison flips or swolls, but they use like better ingredients. She was like, "You get out, you can make the same things, but like take it to the next level." And I would love doing that. I love doing it in here, so I definitely agree. I think that was something that would be right up my alley.
Somebody said OnlyPans. That is freaking hilarious.
That's fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan says OnlyPans. Cooking with Sierra, Zach says. Boss Meals on deck. Shout out to that. Let me ask you this. So how long did it take you to put that together?
Total with the dessert and the food, it took about an hour and 20 minutes. And I was rushing it at the end. I thought I had plenty of time, but I just wanted to make sure I delivered,
We couldn't.
I had help. Sarah and my friend Ricky helped.
There we go. Look, we couldn't really see it all that much, but, it is what it is. We get the gist of it. You guys are eating good tonight. It looks like a large meal. Looks like it could feed a lot of folks up in there. And, man, it's just really cool seeing that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a cool experience. I think everybody that has looked out for me, helped me, and is reaching out to me and my friends, because it's important. It's the little things. It's something to look forward to. I check my tablet, and I got people from there's two guys. One's in Australia. One's in it's like called Vanderhoosen or something. I don't even. It doesn't even say where it is. It's so far.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy how far this is reaching out, and the support is just a blessing. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, again, I don't want you to feel like you got to keep thanking me. That's not what this is about. This is a tit for tat thing. You give me.
I know.
You give me something to do, and I don't mean it to sound like that. Literally, what I'm doing here with you and so many others is really, it's kind of groundbreaking. And Sky, you're the first person that I, connected with doing this. So, hey, you're gonna be an OG in this.
I love that. I look forward to it. Thank you.
We're gonna get your girl.
I wish there were more ways to say it.
We're gonna get your girl, Sierra, some support in there too. And it sounds like you guys are gonna be losing. What? Cheyenne's getting ready to get up out of there, ain't she?
Yeah, at least out the block for sure.
Yeah. What's the turnover like in there? Is it like every day that people are leaving and new people are coming in there?
I would say about every 2 to 3 days, there's someone either going home or coming in. Yeah.
So that's kind of hard when you're sitting in there and you're watching other people come and go. You're waiting on your time, and that's got to be kind of a sucky thing.
Yeah, it's tough, but one thing that this thing has taught me is patience. I know that when my time comes, it's the right time. So like I said, I'm just waiting for the program. I get into this program, then I'll be set free and show what I can do.
Yeah, for sure.
Like whenever you get close with people, when you get people that you bid with for a little bit and then they get to go home, that's what one of our really friends just went home, and she's struggling with addiction and stuff like that. And I got me and Sky both got really close with. It's sad to see her leave, but we're happy to see her go. But that's another thing that it's all really bittersweet. Right.
Well, look, I'm going to bounce around a little bit this evening. I'm not sure where I'm going to end up at. But Sierra, I may end up coming back and trying to visit with you because I would like to get a visit with you so we can start trying to get you some support up in there.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Hey, you guys enjoy that meal. Sky, I'll be talking with you again real soon, okay?
Thank you. I know you don't say thank you, but seriously, we appreciate it because you made it happen. And again, shout out to Everyday Winning, shout out to Andrew, and shout out to everybody that has reached out to either one of us. We really appreciate it. It's a blessing. Thank you.
Y'all go enjoy that food. Yep. Enjoy that food, y'all.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
All right, so how about that, man? Shout out to Everyday Winning. I need to take a moment and turn that microphone down. I need to take a moment and really shout out Everyday Winning. Everyday Winning is a guy who is just really behind the scenes, but has been blessing so many of the people that we've been featuring. Jellicoe, Tom, Sky, and I'm sure Brandy as well, and I'm sure probably even others. Everyday Winning is just an awesome person, and there's so many others who are doing the same thing, showing love to these folks. And man, that is just, what is going on? Why are we trying to do that? There we go. Yeah, that's just a really cool thing we got going on here. Sky was the first person that we visited with. Sky's also probably the one person who's the closest to coming home. Maybe Brandy down in Alabama. And when I say coming home, at least getting out of the jail and going to a program. But these other folks, they might be having to sit it down for a little while. Cheyenne, Sierra, probably, definitely. And then that's really all we got. We did meet a new girl earlier today. If you were on that live stream, at the end of that live stream, we met a new girl. I called her Ashley. Oh, I used the wrong name. Her name was Amberly. Nice enough woman in a new jail. She's the first person that we're meeting in that jail, and she's going to be the gateway to open up Pandora's box at that place. So there's that. What should I do? I'm going to take a moment and take a little intermission here. So, shout out to everybody taking the time to be up in here. We ain't got but 200 people up in here, but shout out to each and every one of y'all being here, or at least it said 200. I know I pumped out 4 notifications on YouTube today, so there's probably people who are just APS'd out. And that is unfortunate, because tonight, folks, we are going in. We just got the opportunity to visit with Sky and see that nice little commissary haul that she got. I meant to ask her what was on the tray tonight. Ugh. If you're joining me now, folks, you missed the first visit with Sky. I might try to do y'all a solid doing this. And maybe we go visit with Brandy. Now, if you're joining me after the Brandy video, Brandy certainly is the hottest ticket item that we got going on right now. Hottest was probably the wrong word to use. I didn't mean it in like a descriptive nature. I meant like the storyline. Everybody is rooting for Brandy because of how crazy this has been. Met her on Saturday. Her entire incarcerated life changed by Sunday, but we couldn't even really hear about it because she was damn near about to fight up in the block over the tablet because the other girls up in there were hating. If you've missed that video, you need to go check that out. I'm not supposed to be visiting with Brandy again until tomorrow evening, because tomorrow evening, folks, hey, she about to be pod boss down there in Alabama. But I don't know, man. I don't know. We might go down to Alabama and go check her out. Steve says, tell her I said, what's up, baby? Oh, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, I feel like Nickelback today. Got the black t-shirt on, too, like a rock star. And I have just been on a content grind today. I don't even got no caffeine out here. What do I got? A Gatorade. That's crazy. Yeah, man. So Scotty says play some RP prison game. I actually thought about getting back into that, but forget creating our own server, folks. I could just go in an established one. You never know, Scotty. You never know. Scotty doesn't know. For those of you who don't know. All right, so real quick, while we're still waiting on people to file in, Redskin Chris, ushers, close the doors. Derek, ushers, close the doors. I'll never get enough of that. Derek said Brandy is the pod boss. She said she got them hands. That was the best statement ever. I was very concerned for her, but Brandy ain't worried about none of them girls down there. Brandy going, hey, keep talking that trash. Scotty doesn't know, Murphy. It's an amazing song. All right, so real quick, as I'm toying around with or mulling over what I'm actually doing, we will be visiting with Sierra tonight. Sierra is the newest friend in the block with Sky, who we're just getting the opportunity to know. Sierra's sitting in jail with 2 gun charges as a convicted felon. She's facing a minimum of 4 years. I don't know how that situation is going to play out. She definitely needs some support. She got locked up with her mom as well, and then her father just came home from prison. So shout out to her father. I really want to connect with him, see what his story's hitting on. We're going to definitely visit with her. We'll probably dabble with maybe a rando, even though I really don't want to do that. I really want to keep it with the storyline that we have with maybe we go to Alabama. We might try to get Brandy on the line. You know what? I'm going to send her a message real quick just to see if we can get her. Who messaged me anyways? Oh shit, Cheyenne is ready to visit though. Cheyenne wants to visit, so we might get her in there too. I've got a message that I want to share with y'all. I think I need to. But let me hit up Brandy real quick. It's so crazy I can text people in jail. Like, it is the party line, except they're locked up. Hey, just wanted to see if you would possibly be available for a visit this evening. If not, no biggie. We can visit tomorrow. I'm not even sure she'll get this. You know, she is not really the type that gets on the tablet all that much, though all of a sudden now she is. Folks, she literally went from the bottom of the totem pole to pod boss. We're probably just going to try to visit her. Forget the pleasantries of the courtesies of trying to send a message, because the chances of her actually getting that are probably slim to none. So before I do that, real quick, I want to share with you folks some breaking news. Okay, cool. We may be visiting with you shortly. We're going to visit with Sierra as well. Sent that message to Cheyenne right there. All right, folks, I got a long message from Tom today. Folks, wild shit here, and don't know what to make of this. I need to share this with y'all. I'm sure he wants me to share this with y'all. So here we go. I got this message at 5 o'clock today. I had no idea this is what was taking place. Hey, bro. I went to court today and was taken off of probation. What? Somebody, an anonymous kind soul, sent Tom a lot of commissary. Well, I don't want to say a lot, but a good amount. It was a lot. And they would end up messaging me today saying, hey, what happened? All of my money got refunded. The commissary never went through. Did the jail know something before it? Like, I have no idea what's going on here. So Tom went to court in Virginia Beach today and was taken off of probation. Now, I don't know what that means. That's all that he says in relation to that. Tom got a whole pipe charge. I don't know where that charge is, though. I'm pretty sure it's there. If he was taken off of probation, did that charge get dismissed? If it had to have been, because they ain't going to take you off of probation if you got found guilty of that. Did Tom beat a pipe charge? Holy shit, folks, we literally just started. Dude, where's my car today? More on that. Let's read this message. It's long. This is what Tom wrote me and said today. Hey, bro, I went to court in Virginia Beach and was taken off of probation. I'm still dealing with a violation in 2 other cities. But if you can find an inpatient drug program that takes Medicaid 28 days or longer, that is a lock-in facility, I think I might be able to use that in court with the other two jurisdictions. I will be honest with you. I don't know what I'm going to do once I get out. I'll be back to being semi-homeless. I have a friend that will let me stay at her house, but it's temporary at best. Folks, I'm reading an email that I just received from Tom earlier today. Tom may have actually beaten the pipe charge. Mike says call Tom. That's actually probably the better thing to do, right? Instead of reading this shit. We're wasting precious moments here. I'm trying to be as proactive as possible right now. I still think I have a motorcycle at a friend's house I can still ride if necessary. What? Where did a motorcycle come from? Who knew about a motorcycle? I didn't know Tom had a motorcycle. Did you know he had a motorcycle? Matt, did you know we were trying to get Tom a car. Matt gave him a car. The man had a motorcycle. Why is this information just being, unraveled here? What motorcycle? Can you imagine Tom pulling up on a freaking motorcycle? Sup? I'm out. Hey, Christopher said, when did Lucky go in? Lucky went in a month or two ago. He's not in the same jail as all of these guys, though. So Tom has a motorcycle, and he might have beaten the pipe charge. Man, shit is developing at a rapid pace with this guy. The crap with the car and the guy at the place, he mentions the guy's name, he mentions the place where the car is supposed to be, is really crazy. Stole the car from me through this hooker that dropped it off there when I was in jail. So that's what happened. I knew there had to be a hooker involved in this. All right, so let me stop laughing. So the crap with the car, the guy at the place is really crazy. I haven't gotten a chance to meet this guy yet, but I'm going to. I'd like to talk with him about the car. He basically stole the car from me through this hooker that dropped it off there when I was in jail. He bonded me out and is trying to hold that over my head and trying to keep the car. Hey, look, man. Let us get the car. No harm, no foul, you know. Let us get the car. Like I said, and how can he hold the car? Tom, the car is in your name. You've got the title to the car. That means he's in possession of a freaking stolen vehicle. This is Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh, God. All right, so anyways, like I said, my life is less than perfect. I can't even read this with a straight face anymore. And that's it. It's done. He's asking for some help. He wants to find an inpatient program. I'm going to go try to find the car. If this guy has the car and the car is in Tom's name. Now, unless Tom signed this car over and we don't know about that, buddy, give me the car or take a charge. It's your choice. Shit, Plasmar, what's going on? Appreciate the love right there. Thank you for the support. You're starting off this donation train that is about to be epic tonight. I hope so, because, God, we need some love over here. Somebody says, does Tom need an extended warranty? Plasmar, again, very special shout-out to you, man. All right. Anyways, it's 8:30, so should we visit Tom or should we try to visit Brandy? You let me know. You make the decision. You're the ones who are up in here. I'm just here to push the buttons. Tom, for further clarification, or Brandy for, it's not even a guarantee that we're going to get Brandy on the line. Roz says, "Hey Joe, how's Dave? Actually, getting ready to see him tomorrow, as a matter of fact, and we begin a whole brand new podcast together. Yep. So that's going to be filmed starting tomorrow. Plasma again, very special shout out. Holy moly, you guys want Tom? Sean says both. Tom first. Everybody wants Tom. Both. Okay. Brandy. Brandy's going to win. Ain't no doubt in my mind Brandy's going to win. Both. All right, call Tom. All right, you guys have said enough. We got to get Tom on the freaking line here, man. Tom, what is this shit you're talking about? Hookers and blow and... Oh, Tom's online, so Tom's ready. Let's get Tom. Tom might be visiting with somebody. I can see when people are active here. And the one thing's for certain, this is all but guaranteed to go through. Chris says Brandy don't play no shit. She damn sure don't, man. All right, we're gonna do both. It's gonna be visit after visit this evening, so we need to get through all of these. We're gonna visit Tom. We're gonna try to visit Brandy. We're gonna visit Sierra, and we're gonna visit Cheyenne. That's the rundown tonight. So, and we've already visited with Sky. Tom, you're on the clock. Let's see. Now, I saw that Tom was active. Tom could be in the middle of a VI right now. I would hate for him to wrap up that VI to take ours. He might, though. He might. Ross says, I got that same camera. It ain't a bad camera for a webcam. It's pretty decent. I wanted to try to change this up a little bit. Unfortunately, this is the best that I can do right this second. And trust me, I'll get it all situated once the person answers. Yeah, Tom's right here. But this is the only way I can guarantee the visits are going through. Hello, beautiful.
Hey, gorgeous. How are you?
Doing well. Tom, I've got the viewership here. And I just shared a little bit of that message that you sent to me. And, dude, congratulations.
Cool bean.
So
It's a plus.
Am I reading this correctly that you beat that charge?
No. The violation has been taken off, and I'm no longer on probation in Virginia Beach.
Well, that's a good thing, though, right?
Correct. Part. What I'm looking for, if you read in there, is I'm looking for a 28-day program in Norfolk.
Yeah.
Or longer, that I can use to take to the table Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, and Norfolk and say, hey, I'll go to this drug program, be paid for through my Medicaid, and see where we're there.
Okay.
So
all right.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do.
Do you have any in mind that I can reach out to? And if you do, email them to me, and I'll see about trying to I'll get on the line with them.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been able to find anything in Norfolk. I do know that there's Safe Harbor. There is Pyramid.
Okay, yeah.
I know that they have been accepting people from the jail to those programs. So I don't know. Again, it's all comes down to, my medical concern is what I'm really worried about, so.
Let me ask you this, changing gears real quick. The person who sent that commissary to you, they messaged me this evening and said that for some reason that money got refunded to their account. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
I was assuming maybe you were getting transferred.
No. I'm going to be, because I currently still have the one pending charge. So I don't go to court for that until June. So,
Oh my God, man.
but
Well, that's
yeah.
next month. That's not bad. And listen, I mean, it sounds kind of crazy, but you sitting in there till June. I mean, shit, you might be looking at time served possibly.
Right. Again, what we're trying to avoid here is a violation with a new charge in Chesapeake and Hanover, because then the violation goes from being 14 days to being up to 1 year.
No, I get that. I definitely get that.
Right.
So the only thing that you're sitting in there for currently right now, well, you do have those other two violations that you mentioned, but those are just technical violations?
Correct. They're technicals right now.
Yeah, unless you get found guilty of that pipe charge.
Correct. And when I looked at he showed me the discovery on that, there was just enough to do for them to test what it was and not enough to test it or anything else. How much there was there. Basically, the test consumed what was in it to tell it what.
And the sad reality,
Methamphetamine.
and the sad reality about this is you admitted to this. You admitted that this was
Well,
yours.
yeah.
You took the charge for somebody else.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yep. Yeah, and that person's a little pissed at me right now, but it's all right.
Why are they mad? Why? How could they be mad?
There's an issue where I told her, unless you're willing to get sober and get your shit together, I really can't fuck with you, I told her she needed to get sober, by whatever means necessary. You're on probation. Go to your PO. Tell your PO. Yeah. Basically, now I'm the enemy. So.
She's mad at you because you're telling her to get her stuff together. Tom, you got every reason in the world to be mad at her if she's the reason why you're sitting in there. Tom, let me go find her. Let me get the deposition, Tom. Let me be your investigator on this. Let me do what a paid lawyer would do for you, Tom. I can do this. What storage container is she sleeping in? Send it to me in a message.
She shacked up. You know what I mean? She shacked up with some dudes, so, whatever. Again, it is whatever, you know what I mean? Hold on. That, she got in trouble with probate.
What are those sirens I hear?
On the TV.
It's on the TV? Jesus Christ, I thought there was a freaking police chase taking place. Y'all are watching Cops?
Yeah, like,
ain't you?
Not y'all.
ain't they had enough of that
not
shit?
Y'all. Up with the y'all stuff.
What are they in there taking notes?
Didn't they know?
Oh, that's what they doing when they behind us. And they turn the spotlight on.
Right, yeah.
Hey, look, for anybody who's saying that there's audio issues, it's the service and the signal. It's breaking up. So this is the best that I can do here.
Yeah, it's terrible. Sorry, guys. I am glad that you guys are tuning in, man. Thank you. I appreciate everybody.
Listen, I'm not trying to make a bunch of jokes about your situation because you got a very serious situation, Tom. But I mean what I'm saying here.
I know.
If there's anything that I can do, I'll try to do it. I'll call the programs for you. I'll try to give you some leads in relation to that. I'd really like to go try to find the car. Let me ask you a question about the car real quick.
Yeah.
Is the car still titled in your name?
Yeah, the car is still titled in my name.
Oh yeah, then this is your car. He got stolen property right here. I'm going to get that.
All right, let's go get that.
I mean, at least you'll have that. And what is the talk about? What's the talk about the motorcycle? When the hell did you get a motorcycle, Tom?
I've had that for a while. So I was riding that for probably about 4 or 5 months.
After you and I were no longer in contact?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you were a badass out there, Tom. You were a freaking biker? That's crazy.
Stop, man. Stop. Hey, there's the turbo toilet. I love giving you guys sound samples for that.
Again, let me get back to being let me get back to being serious here, because again, your situation is nothing to joke about. Let's talk about this. What's the support situation like for you in there? Is anybody reaching out to you? Are you getting any encouraging words?
I'm getting some good encouragement. Some guys from Indy hit me up.
Good.
Cody and Eddie hit me up, and so I'm waiting to hear from them. Support. I mean, I got a couple people like I mentioned Everyday Winning, of course.
Everyday Winning is a blessing,
bro.
Man.
That is amazing. You Joe. You guys, all of y'all, man. I appreciate everything, and I hope that once we get out of this situation, you and I can do some toilet talk without one that flushes.
No, for sure, man. I'm sure there's a lot of things that we could definitely pick right back up on.
Yeah.
Look.
I hope so.
I'm gonna do what I can do in terms of
turtles.
I'm gonna do what I can do in terms of trying to contact these programs for you, asking if they accept Medicaid, kind of explaining to them what your situation is and that you're trying to get some help. Do you think that that's gonna work though? If you get one of these programs and they're like, oh, yeah, sure, we would accept him.
I've seen some guys that have left from here to go to the programs.
I mean, basically, and I hate the way that this is about to sound. Hey, can you tell dude to hold that shit? Like, I mean, really, this is important. It's crazy that they're taking a shit right beside you while you're doing a visit.
Yeah.
Listen, you essentially need a Hail Mary in this. Because not only do you need to get accepted into this program, you need 3 different cities to say okay to this, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, that's what.
And again, just to reiterate for those who may not know, what is the alternative looking like for you if that does not work?
Spending a couple years in jail.
A couple of years in jail for a frickin' pipe.
Yeah.
Have you gotten a sentencing whatchamacallit? You got your guidelines yet?
Well, the guidelines on just the charge by itself without probation here is going to be probably time served. Here, the problem is
the
that
violation.
I have the probation situations in Hanover and Chesapeake.
And how much time do you have over your head there?
Chesapeake and Hanover. Like I said, the sentencing guidelines is going to come back probably 1 to 4 on those 2 jurisdictions. Now, Chesapeake was trying to work with me with drug court or CCAP. But my problem with CCAP, obviously, is my medical condition. So
you can't just go to CCAP and just say screw it and like just try to wing it, even with the medical shit.
I mean, I can. Yeah, if I have to. Yeah, it's still 10 months, 11 months.
Yeah, but it's a work release, right?
Yes, after you complete the Spectrum program, the drug program, then it becomes a work release program, correct?
How long is the Spectrum program?
So, I mean, I'll take whatever. 4.5 months.
I hate to say this, Tom, but that may actually be your best freaking option right there. I mean, you've already shared that, what's going to happen if you get released right now? You got little to nothing. If you could get that, at least you go to work release, at least you go try to get a job and stack some money, and maybe maybe that's the best outcome here.
I mean, yeah. Like I said, the medical concerns are my only issue.
Yeah.
When they found flood in my heart valves, and a large blood clot in my groin and in my calf on both legs. So.
This person, Juan, says people taking a shit right next to Tom on the visit is complete disrespect. It's not necessarily that they're shitting. They could be taking a piss. That's the new jail etiquette now. You have to flush when you're peeing too, huh?
Yeah, but just for the record, yeah, that guy was shitting.
Unreal.
So.
Tom, look, I'll be in contact with you. Send me any information that you can, and I'll make some phone calls, okay?
Thank you, brother. And once again, I love all you guys out there. Every one of y'all. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everything. Make sure you get with Joe on answering me on the tablet. I have texted most of you back, but haven't received any responses. I did add you, though. So if you can work with some of these guys with how to answer me back on the tablet. So
I got it.
Again, bro. Much love to you, bro.
Hey,
as always.
Keep your head up in there, man.
Outside. Absolutely. And to everybody out there, peace.
Peace. Damn. All right, so real quick, let me go ahead and address the first thing, and that is the audio. So I know that the audio is clipping and skipping and doing all sorts of shit. The reception is not good at all. Ain't nothing I could do about that. Shout out to Tom in a bad situation, still trying to, laugh and joke. And it's sad to know that when you've done this for as long as he has, and for as long as I had too, while I was knee deep in the bullshit, sometimes that's all you can do, because what's the alternative? Ain't going to change nothing. We need to get Tom some support, man. If anybody wants to drop that man a line, I'm not even talking about financially, but just dropping him a line of encouragement. Hey, man, keep your head up in there. I know that he would really appreciate that. I'm going to try to visit with Brandy right now. We're just going to keep this thing moving because we got a lot of places we got to get to. I'll be in these comments, so if you guys got anything you want to add, contribute to this conversation, y'all let me know. See if we can get Brandy on the line. This is not a guarantee. We do not have a scheduled visit. But let's see if we can make it happen. We got 300 people up in here with no notification. Shout out to that. Someone says he's pathological. Yeah. But make no mistake, he ain't lying about the fact he's sitting his ass up in there. Around the first, shout out to you. Terry, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody up in here rocking with this thing. No guarantee that we're going to be able to get Brandy. Again, they've got one tablet. Ain't no telling what's going on. It's 8:49 in the evening. But by the fact that we're going to attempt to visit her right now, hopefully somebody's going to let her know, and maybe she'll message and, shit, there we go. We got through just that quick.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on with you? Hey, did we call it a bad time?
Our tablets died earlier.
Well, hey, we can see you right now. What's going on with you?
Let me get some headphones. I can't hear so loud.
Don't get the fighting this time. We just got the whole block walking by us. Tag, shout out to you, man. Hi, how are you? Hey, come on up here. Who was you? Come here. Damn, she said send me a cash app. That's crazy. Hey, Brandy, they trying to snatch us up. I said they trying to snatch us up. Them girls were walking by waving at us and shit. Hey, let me tell you something. Look, I can't even emphasize to you how much people are falling in love with you and your personality and your story. They love you out here. I got 321 people watching this right now, and they are all just So excited seeing you on this visit.
Look, I cannot be more thankful that you picked me out of all the people at this jail because I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you I've got over $300 on my accounts right
Good
now.
for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've got $160 something on my phone, which I've never had really phone money or commissary money, but like I've got $160 something on my phone, and I've got $177 on my books.
I can't guarantee what I'm getting ready to tell you, but I've got a really good feeling that this story is about to get. Oh shit. They couldn't even hear you. Sorry about that. Damn, my bad. Hey, y'all gotta let me know if y'all can't hear. Damn. I had you turned down. Hey, say that again, what you just said about the money.
Okay, so I have over $300 on both accounts, my phone and my commissary. I got $162 on my phone, and I've got $177 on my books. And I can't be more thankful that you chose me out of all the people at this jail because I didn't get it. Like I said, I was washing people's clothes and dishes to get anything on store, and I now just don't even know what to think about it. You know what I mean?
Good for you. Look, I couldn't think of a better person who deserves this. There's a person named Terry who's watching this right now, and they just donated $50 to this, and they said, I blessed Brandy with 50, and I told you I was going to bless you as well, Joe. So here you go, homie. Hey, the love that these people who rock with me are showing for you and also me is just, it's unbelievable. I got a real sneaking suspicion that your story is going to reach a lot more people. You deserve it. You keep saying that I chose you. I didn't choose you. It was kind of like a fate situation. I had no idea who you were. I never saw your picture. I literally just picked the first girl's name that I ran across. It was your name, and here we are.
Can I tell you something? The night before you called me, it's a God thing. I'm going to tell you this because the night before you called me, I was crying and upset because I was back in jail and I didn't have nobody and I was thinking nobody cared and I was praying to God. And the next day you called me.
Well, listen, let those be happy tears right there. You have made a lot of friends in the last 72 hours since we first ran across each other. And I know you're getting a lot of good messages. I know there's a lot of people who want to stay connected with you. So look at this blessing that's getting, shown to you from all of these people. Let that show you how much you deserve to give yourself a chance after you get beyond this situation.
I'm going to do this thing right this time. I'm not going to get out there and mess up because, for one, I'm not going back out to the streets. I'm going to a facility that's going to teach me to learn how to live sober. So, I'm not going to be couch hopping. I'm not going from jail to couch hopping. I'm going to a facility that's going to learn me to stay clean and sober. So,
hey, you ever, maybe you haven't, I don't know, like when you're out in the world and you got a cell phone, do you ever look at social media?
I get on Facebook.
Well, you've got these other platforms like TikTok and YouTube and things like that. People share their stories. They put the phone in front of their face and they just start filming themselves and they share their experience. I think that's something that you really should think about doing. And it could actually be a coping mechanism and a therapeutic thing for you and something to help keep you on the path towards sobriety. Seeing these people rooting for you. Because if you could see these comments that I'm reading right here, everybody is just so positive, just saying so many good things. Terry's saying, just glad I could help out. Celestial is saying, Brandy the legend. Jason says, fight for it, Brandy, fight like hell. Like so many people, it's just comment after comment of encouragement.
Oh my goodness. Thank y'all. Thanks for doing this for me. It really helps. And, and not just the money, just having someone to talk to it means a lot. You know what I mean?
Are people mad that you're not washing dishes anymore?
Not yet. I mean, not yet. But
Is somebody
no, not yet.
But, is somebody about to take your hustle in there?
I hate to say it, but I quit.
There you go. Damn right. Get up out them streets, girl. Listen. Yo, you could actually get your dishes washed. You know what I mean? Listen.
I thought about it.
You literally went from the bottom of the totem pole up in there to now you're like you're the most popular person in there. You know, you're at the top now.
You wouldn't believe the things I've got offered just to get the names.
Listen,
I've been offered things to get their names on this show that you just wouldn't realize.
oh man, if you know somebody good, okay, if you've got somebody that you think deserves to get their thing out there, when you leave up out of there and you go to the facility, you've already got my number. We're going to stay in contact. But if you want to pass the torch to somebody in there, look, there they go right there, huh?
There's one of them.
Brandy got all the friends now.
Oh, man, I'm pretty popular here now.
How is that, though? How is that for you? You know, because like, talk to me about what it was like prior to me meeting you. And I'm not trying to go doom and gloom or sad. We know that it was tough for you. But talk about your interaction with the other people in there. Did you talk to many of them, if any of them?
Well, I told everybody about it because it shows. You know what I mean? You can't go from getting stored to not getting stored to getting stored and people not notice. You know what I mean? So, but beforehand, it's like, kind of like, people like me, you know what I mean? But people really like me now. You know what I mean? Like, that's about how it went.
Good for you. I know that this is a really positive situation. It's a feel good all the way around. You know, we visited with you the other night. That would have been the second time that I was trying to visit with you. And everybody was so concerned when that tablet cut off and we could hear that girl in the background talking trash. Everybody just assumed the worst. They assumed that you got to fighting. And I just want you to talk about them hands real quick.
Well, okay, on that part, I will say this, and not being ugly when I say it. I'm not really the type of girl that is going to be pushed over. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been able to handle my own when it comes to fighting or something. So, even though somebody was, I kind of let it go through one ear and out the other. But if somebody was to swing on me, I'm swinging back. I mean, I'm not going to get beat up. You know what I mean? If I do, it ain't going to be real bad.
Good for you.
I promise.
Good for you. So,
yeah.
I want to move on just real quick. We probably don't got a lot of time left, but I want to just talk about any and everything. The connections that you're making with people. You know, how many people have written to you? Just give me a ballpark. Are we talking like 5, 10, maybe like 20 people?
Everybody. we have 22 people in here, and everybody's my friend.
No, not that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about on your tablet. Who's reached out to you from? Like, how many people you think? Maybe like 10, 20?
Well, when I checked earlier, I was talking to 10, like 11 different people.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
That keeps you busy. Are you doing a lot of messaging throughout the day in there now?
Well, whenever when the tablets are available, we ain't got but so there's 22 or 24. 22 people, 22 females in here, and we got 2 tablets that they switch out and take back up front to charge. So whenever I get a chance, I get on there and I check my stuff and I try to message them back and all that. But it does keep me busy when I got a tablet.
Look, people were wondering if they could write letters to you. Would it be worth it for them to write to you, or do you think you're going to be gone?
They can write to me. They can.
Send me your information on how to write to you in a message whenever you can, and I'll pass that along to people too.
Okay.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to write a letter to you, that would be what it is. And real quick, let's talk about tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow's a big day up in there, right? It's store day, ain't it?
We're going to make burritos.
Look, what would be a good time for me to visit where we're not like bothering other people trying to be on here?
Hang on one second. Hey, what time are we going to make burritos and all that tomorrow night and stuff? About 7. Okay, we're gonna make burritos about 7. If you want to call us about that time, and usually that by then we've got our tablets switched back out, so we got fresh battery on them.
I'm going to try to call you like around 7:30 at the earliest. It's going to be tight for me to try to do 7.
Well, if you want to do it later, tell me what time's best for you, because we'll have a tablet up until 10 o'clock.
Yeah, so I'm going to try like around 8, but if it's not good at 8, we'll get you tomorrow. So,
well, she said that we're going to start making the burritos about 9 is when she starts making them. If you want to call her, if 9's better for you, 8:30 or 9's better for you, then that's okay for me too.
Perfect. And that's probably what we'll do. We'll focus on later in the evening, probably around this time. I think I called you like around 8:45, so we'll go with that.
Okay.
Look, I need to let you know. So, like I said, we just met each other randomly. I can't express that any more than how it is. But you're not the only person that I've met randomly. There's like probably 5 other women that I've met randomly doing this. However, your story is absolutely the most powerful. When you shared with us that you hadn't had a visit in over a year, basically you did 10 months by yourself. You were out for less than 2 months. You were homeless that whole time, and now you've been locked up this time. You hadn't had no support. You're in there washing dishes and other people's clothes. Like the world, they rocked with that, and they wanted to get behind you. So when I tell you that you are the absolute fan favorite, you got a lot of people who are really rocking with you out here.
That makes me happy. I'm so thankful. I don't even know what to say other than thank you, and I thank God for it, first of all, and then I thank you.
I want to continue this even after you get released. You'll get a cell phone at some point, I imagine, and we can do little video calls because you're a world away from me. But I would love for this to be the beginning of your story to continue on after you're released, and for you to gain your own type of social media presence where people are tuning in to the Brandy Show.
Okay. That sounds wonderful. That sounds awesome.
It's all up to you. The ball's in your court what's going to happen once you get released. But I think that, you've got some new perspective right here, and you see that there are people out there who are compassionate and do give a damn about a total stranger. When you accepted this call from me, you had no idea how this thing was going to go. And look at what these last 3 days have really been like. It's been a roller coaster of all positive.
Yes. It has.
Well, I'm not going to keep you on the line. I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Brandy, I appreciate you jumping on here and talking with us. And tomorrow we'll touch base with you and see what you guys are eating in there. Hey, make sure you throw somebody a soup or something tomorrow and let them know they got to wash them dishes when y'all get done cooking.
Okay.
Hey, look, you have a good night, and we'll talk with you tomorrow, all right?
You too. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sure.
All right. Oh, that was a 15-minute call. I forgot. I could have went like probably 30 minutes where she was at. Do you notice something real quick? Terry, again, I want to give you a shout out, man. That was a very kind gesture that you blessed me with right there. Thank you very much for that. What a little special treat. Was not expecting to visit with Brandy tonight. We had that all planned for tomorrow after she got the commissary. And to be able to kick it with her and just to see the energy, the positivity, the smiles. You know, man, hey, that's something right there. That almost, hey, I ain't even gonna lie, that joint almost had your boy with a little tear right there. Just thinking about, man, you look at everything that's going on in the world right now, how freaking wild shit is. And I'm not gonna go down no rabbit holes with that. This is just a piece of humble pie in such a mad, mad world. Damn, I keep forgetting what's on the menu, Chris. Shit, she's making burritos tomorrow. I know that. Chris says, that was Redskin Chris I was responding to right there. But this Chris right here says, Brandy is like Gator, and Gator don't play no shit. Yeah. Around the Furs says, day before store day is an anxious and exciting day. You better bet it, man. I remember times I wouldn't even sleep. I'd be so excited for them Swiss roll cakes coming through. All right, let's see if we can get Sierra on the line. Again, folks, forgive me. I ain't got a whole lot of chit chat right now. We got a lot of skit scat we got to do. And we still got 2 more people we got to visit. All right, this is a newer person we're getting ready to visit with. This is Sierra. Sierra's facing the most time, and we got to get this girl some support on the inside. So if any of y'all are out there and you're looking for somebody to write to, maybe Sierra you might want to consider. Bill, shout out to you, man. What's good with the 2 homies you were pen pal with? Google. Google and the other tattoo artists. I don't know about the other tattoo artists. Google got transferred. I've been trying to get in contact with Google again. But I haven't heard from neither of those 2 in years. Mike Jones says, find another Brandy. I don't know that there will be one. Everybody's story is going to be different. Some are going to hit harder than others. But right now, we got a decent little crew of people that we're rocking with. Hopefully that thing's going to look a little bit better than that. Shout out to everybody up in here. We might crack 400 tonight. Shout out to everybody with the kind words, too, for Brandy, man. Brandy is about to be, she's about to be a rock star, man. I really got high hopes in regards to that. Donald, shout out to you. This whole thing is dope as hell, Joe. Here we go. No issues connecting because we're not connected to the computer. There she go. Hi there. So I wanted to do a visit with you because you're the newest person that I get the opportunity to meet and introduce to everybody. And here we are. How you feel about this?
I'm excited. I'm just a little nervous.
Yeah, well, one thing about it, it's literally just a conversation with you and me and like 300 other people watching. So one thing's for certain, everybody is very positive. And obviously you've seen the type of support and love that they show for people in there. And sadly, given the fact that you, and I'm calling it for what it is, you're the person that I'm visiting with who is, actually facing some pretty serious time. And, I definitely hate that for you.
Yeah, I know. I don't really. Okay, so there's a good thing. So I got accepted to rehab, and okay, so when I went for my bond, I knew I wasn't going to get my bond, and the judge was definitely not bond's off the table, but I would go for a rehab bond. So I was accepted to Iron Bridge 3, and but the only thing about it is they have to have me in within 30 days of being accepted, and I have a violation in Chesapeake. So I have court on the 15th. Okay, so I have 3 old charges so I have a possession of a firearm, being a convicted felon and then possession of drugs. And then I caught the same charge this time. So I think they're putting them together or something. I'm not really sure. They gave me a paper last time saying that it was being continued to discuss the agreement or something, but I hope that this new charge should get dropped because they found the gun in like the back seat and they just automatically charged it. They asked me anything. I didn't say anything to them. They just, I don't know, because I was wanted for the other gun charges. I don't know. So my lawyer, I have a paid lawyer, Eric Horseland, and he said that just from the discovery or whatever, that they don't have enough evidence to charge me with it. So either way, like only just one charge, I'm looking at like 4 years just on that. But yeah, I just want to get it all. I want to know. It's not knowing for me is what kills me the most. Not knowing what I'm looking at. So like, I just want to get the court and get everything just to know, just to have that anxiety and stuff off my shoulders, so I know what I'm looking at and I can have a release date.
I know exactly how you feel. I remember because I was sitting in your same exact shoes, and I had that gun charge by a convicted felon as well too, and I had drugs with possession with intent to distribute. I had a boatload of charges. I ended up getting 7.5 years, but my situation was a lot different than yours. I don't. Obviously, you're not going to get nowhere near that amount of time. And that lawyer that you mentioned that you have, that's a really good lawyer. So good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you for having a paid lawyer. You definitely need one. There is the possibility that they combine those 2 charges. I think it's absolutely wild. They charged you with the gun charge when the gun was in the back seat of the car. Was there anybody else in the car with you?
Okay, yes. So there's the driver, and my mom was in the passenger seat. I was in the back seat, and okay, so I was already wanted for the other charges. I had been on the run for like 3 years, and okay, so my mom had like shrooms on her. And,
Look, let me jump in and stop you right there real quick, okay? I don't want to go too deep into your case considering the fact that it's open. I just was going to ask, was there anybody else in the car with you? And that right there.
Yeah, they should have charged the driver because, I mean, they tell you when you get your license, don't have any, you know what I'm saying? Because the driver should charge with it, you know, I feel like.
Yeah, well, that's a crazy situation. Look, let me go ahead and address a couple of other things with you. How old are you? You look young. There's people in the comments right now who are saying you look like you're so young. How old are you?
26.
What you doing out there? What you doing out there with a gun, shorty? What are you doing? Like, you in the streets for real out there?
I just had it on me for protection. You know, I've never used it or anything like that. And, I just had it for protection. I got caught, you know?
Yeah. Anyways, it's just wild. You don't even look the type to really be in that type of a lifestyle. So, you know, I hate that for you. I know that you come from, you know, kind of a rough upbringing. You mentioned the fact that your mom got locked up with you and that your father had just got out. You know, so I got to imagine that your life probably has been pretty tough.
Right. It has been. I actually, so I was in foster care in Tennessee, me and my sister, and so she stayed in the one home for most of the time, and I was in like 4 or 5 different homes, and my dad was in prison at the time, and he had a cell phone, and when he heard that like I wasn't with my sister and I was being moved, I was in Memphis, Tennessee, I went to Jackson, I went to this little town, and my dad heard about it, and he was like, hell no, we're gonna get you out of there. Like, my sister was in a good spot. She was going to a Christian school. Her foster parents, you know, they bought her, or she graduated high school. They got her car. She was doing really good, and so my dad looked like, I'm gonna get you because I didn't know you were in this situation. So I got my grandmother got me, and I flew home, and then my dad did like another, like, it was like to 2019 he got out, and my mom was really bad on heroin at the time, and my mom, me and my mom were really close, but she's kind of like, I don't know, I hate to say this, but she's like more of like a friend to me. It's messed up, but it's what it is. I actually, she got off of heroin and then doing that. Like, she got off heroin by doing that. And now she's just running the street, just getting locked up. Like, and my dad keeps saying, like, like, he got in trouble when he was young and everything, but now she's judging him because he was in a jail and prison. Now she's in the system at 45 years old, and it's just, yeah.
I'm sorry to hear about all of that. You had shared with me that your mother got out though, right? Didn't she get released?
Right. She had shrooms on her, and she got all her bonds denied. And then she went for her last bond situation. They gave her a bond, and my friend Sean that I know, I was talking, I fucking convinced him to get her out. I don't know why, because he put the money towards my lawyer, because now I think she has a warrant. She's on the run. I think she's getting high. She's like stealing from people that I know, and people are calling me, telling me about it. But yeah, so she did get out. This was like a couple months ago. Yeah, she got out.
I'm sorry to hear about that. That's what I really wanted to know, was if she got out, had you been in contact with her? But it sounds like that's probably not the case at all.
Yeah, no.
With the fact that you're facing some pretty serious stuff, I think back to when I was in that situation and how bad it was for me because I had absolutely nobody. What keeps you motivated in there? How do you keep your head held high, and how you getting through the days knowing that you might have to sit down for a little bit?
I mean, to be honest with you, like, I pray about it a lot. Like, because I know that I can't control anything that's going to happen, and I don't know why. I think God just giving me peace about this whole situation. Like, I know I'm looking at a lot of time, but I don't know. I have faith. I have my dad. He talks me through the situation. Like, he did 12 years, and he gives me a lot of advice when it comes to waiting in jail or being patient or whatever that comes with it. He helps me a lot through the situation.
You have any kids out there?
Yeah, I have twins.
Well, one thing's for certain, this situation, you are going to get through this. And even if worst case came to worst case and you got those 4 years, I know that this is going to sound crazy, but 4 years ain't nothing. And it is going to go by,
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to go by quick.
I get picked up to go to prison, so I don't have to sit in the jail. I'd rather or I want to go to CCAP, which is like a program where they help you, like, you go to work and they help you save money and with GEDs or like housing or anything. Like, it's like 11-month program, and I think you have to be sentenced to it. But that's what I'm trying to go for, and I'll get out of here. I'll go actually like have a job, make my time go by faster. And but I know that, like, I'll be getting I don't know, in like there for the worst. Like, I'm telling myself, like, and I just found out that, like, I will have to be doing 100% of the time. Like, like, everyone in here is like, okay, you only have to do 7 months on a year, whatever. So I'm like, okay, so I only have to do, but I recently out like a couple weeks ago that, like, with mandatory minimum charge, that I'll have to do 100% of the time.
Nah, that's not true. Unless they change that. That ain't true at all. I had mandatory minimum time. My guidelines were 5 years. I think my high end on my guidelines was 5 years and like 7 months. But because of my mandatory minimum, I couldn't get anything less than 7.5 years. I went up the road with that. I would have been home in 6.5 years, but I lost a lot of my good time. So I ended up serving 7 years. But no, I was still only serving 85%. So I have never heard that unless they changed it.
Okay, so it is 85%. It's not my charge is non-violent also.
No, I know. That's why you got the
Does that
two.
count as the 65%?
It may be. Yeah, you're not going to not earn good time on that. That mandatory minimum day for day is only for like child support. That's the only time I've ever heard of day for day. But
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
listen, Sierra, I know you're in there with not a lot of support. It is my hope to help you gain some support in there. I want to see you get some pen pals. I'm going to be in contact with you, and I want to see how this journey is about to play out for you. So regardless, you're going to be able to talk to some people on the outside and hopefully help make your time a little bit easier in there.
Yeah, I appreciate it so much.
Well, I'm going to talk with you soon, and we'll see what's going on with you, okay?
Alrighty, thank you so much. Have a good night.
Hey, you as well. Bye. Boy, I made about a freaking not a good decision there, unfortunately. So a couple of good things right there. Sierra does have a paid lawyer. She's already hearing crazy shit in the jail talking about she's going to have to do day for day. I've never heard of that. Life says she's ratchet. I don't think she's ratchet. I just think, she's young and she's probably running around with the wrong people out there. It is what it is. One thing about it, hey, she's serving her debt to society right now. But she does got a paid lawyer, and hopefully that's going to do her some justice. They were talking about possibly combining those two gun charges, which, wow. I'm not going to say that that's unheard of. She is a young white girl. I've heard of crazier things happening. They're going to, I hate to say it, man, but that's definitely going to come into play in that courtroom. And, yeah. Someone says, bye-bye, I don't support. Not everyone's going to hit the same, that's for sure. Not everyone's going to hit the same. Who just messaged me? Oh, Tom messaged me talking about some programs. All right, folks, we're going to do one more visit. Boy, hey, Joe has been burning the candle at both ends tonight, or today in general. Folks, I hope that you will leave a like on this live stream. And I hope you're enjoying this, man. We have done a lot of visiting. A lot of visiting tonight. We started with Sky. We saw the prison meal. We went and saw Tom. We heard about how crazy shit is. We went down to Alabama. We saw Brandy. Folks, this live PD shit has been all over the place. And, yeah. Mimi says, Sierra seems very immature, but a good girl. Look at her mom. Sadly enough, she said her mom's out there right now, out on bond, ripping and running. That's her God blessing mom. I hate that for her. I hate that for anybody. But y'all, hey, don't judge the book so much by the cover there, Everybody could use a kind word of encouragement. And folks, we're building an army over here. Who was I going to go visit? I'm so freaking, my mind is shot. I'm shot out tonight, folks. Literally. Cheyenne said she had something she wanted to share with us, folks. It's like that TV show Live PD, folks. We're going back to the same place, and we're going to talk about what's going on with Cheyenne. Cheyenne gets a kick out of this, as does everybody who does this. All right. Hey, I'm actually not too terribly mad at this little setup we got right here. It just feels so real how bootleg it is. Sometimes the more bootleg, the more real the feel, if that makes any sense. Hey, Redskin Chris, I'm going to go ahead and thank you ahead of time because I know you probably handled the situation for me. So thank you. Yeah. To the mods up in here, man, thank you guys so much for holding shit down. To all the channel members, a very special shout out to y'all. Jacob says, remember, sports are a big deal here in Alabama. Oh, yeah, man, roll tide all day, even though I'm a hottie toddy over here. I don't know if Cheyenne's going to be able to get on the line. Yeah, Redskin Chris, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Relock, shout out to you, man. Says the company ones keep. Count Dankula says Cheyenne. Michael says hit that like button for Joe. Don't hit that like button for me. Hit it for them. Let's get this thing out there. I can't tell you how unbelievably motivated I am with this venture that we've got going on right now. I can't tell you how much people have tried to shut this down in the short time that we've been doing this. And for a minute, that was taking the wind up out of my sails. We got Cheyenne on the line. No more life talk from Joe. Hey, there she go. What's going on with you?
Oh, not much. Had a pretty positive day.
Good for you. Yeah, we should be calling you trustee now, right?
Right, yeah. Trustee or GED program girl, you know, gonna get my GED.
So you took the GED practice test, you said, and you scored a 80 something on that?
I'm not sure exactly my score yet. The math part actually made me break down in tears. I was really overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, math sucks.
But other than that, I flew through. Yeah, math is not my strong suit. But other than that, I flew through it, did it all in the time, because you only get a certain amount of time to do each section.
Yeah.
But I flew through everything else. So I wrote in, they supposedly have tutoring help. So I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of help with the math. And in a couple weeks, take the actual test.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm sure I've got some people in here. Never mind. Who would like to be your math tutor?
No, say it.
Yeah, I'm sure we got some math tutors up in the chat right now. Anyways, good for you.
I'm sure we do.
So let's talk about
you.
let's talk about this. You're getting ready to possibly be a trustee. You're getting ready to go take the GED. Good for you. What do the women do in the jail for trustee? The guys work in the kitchen. What are the women doing?
Right. So we work in the staff kitchen, which is the kitchen that serves all the deputies, some of the judges, the clerks, the magistrates. Man. We also work, it's good food. You get a lot of privileges when you work down there. We also work on the floor, cleaning the hallways, serving trays to other female inmates, collecting laundry on laundry nights, cleaning up other obscene things from some other inmates that I'm sure many won't clean up, but, you know, it's okay. I'll help my time pass.
That's crazy y'all work in staff dining, so y'all get access to all the really good food.
Yeah. So, I pass about 16 girls, and I think there's only about 8 that make it to the kitchen. You kind of have to work your way up. But I plan to bust my ass and get in there soon.
Yeah, good for you. Are you going to miss being in there with Sky and, Sierra?
Yeah, but I'll see them. It's also trays. I'll be doing laundry.
Yeah.
So I'll get to still see them every day, and I will miss them a lot. But it'll help my time go by a little bit quicker, and hopefully it'll look me in court as well. One thing I've always been about is turning this next situation into a positive, and I think doing a program or doing trustee help me not only pass my time, but it'll look good in front of the judge, and it's a positive thing for me as well.
Good for you. Good for you. What kind of perks do you get for being on trustee?
Thank you.
I remember, when I was on trustee in Chesapeake, we got I think 1 extra day off a month or something like that.
Yep.
That's what y'all get?
I want to say it's one. Yeah, that. We also get a cigarette and 10 coffees and a deodorant every week.
What?
If you work in the kitchen, yes. I know. If you work in the staff kitchen, you get in Chesapeake and not here.
That's crazy that they give you that.
What else?
They're giving you like a straight up little starter
Yeah.
pack in there. They're paying you 1 cigarette, 10 coffees, and a deodorant every single week for doing trustee.
Yes, and if you work in the staff kitchen, you get a free pick of any of the in staff kitchen, and you get what's called a snack bag. Now, normally snack bags have to be ordered for you by commissary, but if you work in the staff kitchen, you get a snack bag. You get free ranges down there, which is like food, not inmate food. It's actually where the fresh favorites come from. That's on our commissaries. And you get a cigarette every day in the kitchen, the staff kitchen.
Yeah, let me explain the cigarette thing because there's people who are asking about that right now. It's an e-cig, and that's what equal to supposedly like 2 packs of cigarettes.
I can show you.
Where the hell did you pull that thing out?
That's what they say, but they last a day. Well, you know, from these lovely things. It's one of these. It literally says e-cig for inmate. And you just take a vape.
You said it lasts only like 1 day?
Yeah, they last like a day. They have batteries in them, and batteries die. Now, some people want to recharge them, but you have to have batteries, actual AAA batteries to do that. But yeah, they last about a day.
Damn, that's yeah, and those things are what, like $15 on commissary, right?
Yeah, they are no joke. On like Amazon, I want to say they're like $2.
Oh, they sell them on Amazon?
Yes.
I would get them and try one.
Yeah.
I don't smoke anymore. I quit. But what are they like? I mean, is it like a real vape?
Yeah, it's like a real vape. Thanks to one of your APS Army mates, Josh, he ordered me two, and bless him for that because I was not having any until then, and it helps with the stress, that's for sure.
Good deal. Look, one thing that I definitely want to.
But it's not.
One thing I want to say is I'm glad that you're getting support in there. I want to see everybody get support. Sierra is going to be the next person that we're hoping to get some support for in there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so hopefully that works out. But, you know, you're going to take your GED. You're getting into trustee. You're saying that that could potentially help you with your court situation as well. You know, what's your outlook looking like? Like, how you feeling about things?
I'm feeling positive. Everybody has their down days, which is understandable. But thing I've also been practicing is positive manifestation. So I'm just trying to think positive. There's a great book I'm reading by Greg LaBouffe called The End of Recidivism. It's kind of taught me how to knock negative thoughts out of my head whenever they start to come in overwhelming. And I want to try to do this differently than what I've done it before. Before I was a woe is me, I'm a victim, I'm not supposed to be here. And at the bullshit, what I've done, and I put my addiction and I handled my differently, and I didn't. I keep making excuses for myself. Where's that going to get me? Right back in here. And now seeing that we have opened up a GED program for the females, substance abuse block, all of that, I'm trying to take all the opportunities I have and put them in a positive motion to move forward with my situation. I also got accepted into the substance abuse block. So that's great for me.
Yeah, you got all sorts of shit going on for you. Look, it keeps getting like super blurry. I don't know if you can see like how blurry it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but and plus the reception is absolute trash over there where you're at. With you going to the trustee block, how soon do you expect for them to come get you for that?
I have to have a physical done, which I already know I'll pass. I work out every day, so I know I'll pass physical. It's nothing physically that I need to do. It's just like takes my blood pressure, make sure that I don't have like any diseases or anything like that, and then within a week I'll get over there. Yeah.
Good deal. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Two things
Yeah.
real quick. You mentioned that you work out every day in there. What's your workout routine? What are you doing?
Oh, well, it's got deeper. So I walk for a mile to warm up. I do crunches. I do Russian crunches. I do lifts, do cans. I do fire hydrants. I do squats. I do lunges. I do bar pull-ups, table push-ups, and then I walk again.
Good for you. Good for you for staying active in there. Is it hard to do
Thank
that?
you.
Is that block that you're in like a big block? Is it a small one?
Yes. No, it's a very small block. It's very small. But I usually do it during lockdown from 5 to 7 when everybody's kind of quiet and have the room to move around. Just put my radio in and do my.
Good for you. You're doing your time the way that you need to do your time. One other thing I was going to ask you.
Thank
Somebody
you.
had asked a question in this chat that I actually thought was a really good one. I know that most of the women in there are probably in there for drug charges. Are there women who are in there for anything more serious? And I have this thing that I like to say. It's called bad charges. When you think about somebody who has charges against like children, are there any women in there with
Yeah.
anything serious like that? Or have you ever ran across any women in there with anything like that?
Yes. Sadly, we just had a lady in here who was for child endangerment and neglect. Have in here who is in here for attempted murder of her spouse.
Mm.
They don't segregate the blocks upon churches. Everybody gets housed together. We have several different blocks, but don't discriminate on who they put in what blocks. So you could be sleeping next to somebody who, sadly had indecencies with their child or tried to kill their partner, or you could have somebody who just shoplifted or trespassed.
How are the women treated in there who do have those more serious charges toward children? Is there any kind of issues that are brought to them, or you guys just got to move on with it?
Well, a lot of people when you have those charges, types of charges, I've noticed that a lot of women won't do that and don't like to let it be found out. We sadly found out one woman's charges because she paid work out and read it. People have their friends on the outside run people's names to find out the charges.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, you look at possible going to the whole restrictive housing for any kind of fighting or anything like that. When it comes down to it, we all are just trying to do our time, and we're all just trying to get it moving. Prison, I've heard, is a different story, but as far as I know, I haven't seen any issues.
Well, look, Cheyenne, I appreciate you rocking with us this evening. Keep your head up in there. We'll be in contact with you, and we'll talk with you soon, all right?
Thank you.
Hey, take care.
Right, bye, APS Army.
Take care. Everyday winning. Yeah, I would have asked. I didn't get a chance, but thanks for that. And also, real quick, I got to say, man, that quality was just the freaking worst right there. Shout out to Cheyenne. She's got a lot of positive stuff going on with programs and being accepted into 3 different programs, the drug block, trustee, and the GED block, which is crazy because I remember from being in that jail that they did actually have a GED block. I wasn't in it. I did get my GED in jail. It was at a totally different jail, but there was not a GED block in the jail where I was at, which sucked because I was one of like 2 people in the block who was going for the GED program. So like trying to study for something in a jail where nobody cares about nothing except absolute pandemonium was not easy. Everyday winning, appreciate that. I didn't ask anybody about trays, and I hate that. Terry, again, special shout out to you. Everybody who's shown love on this thing, very special shout out to all of you. Folks, I mean, we went in tonight. And let me go ahead and turn that mic off. We don't need that anymore. I think it went pretty freaking well. What visit was the best that you guys think? Definitely comment and let me know. And if you're watching the replay of this, definitely comment and let me know. I I think it was good. I think the best visit obviously was Brandy, and I think that the least best visit was sadly Sierra, just because her situation's a lot different from everybody else's. And I know that people are going to have a tough time with that, but it's still my hope to get her some damn support up in there. I read a really nice comment, and I'm trying to go back and find that real quick before I wrap this up. It was Catherine who said, I love the guidance that Joe is giving to all of these young women. As a mom of grown daughters, this is breaking my heart. I couldn't even imagine what it would be like to have a daughter. I'm actually very happy that I don't. I look at my little boy, and, man, I wouldn't want this for him at all. And, yeah, it is just crazy to think about, man. Brandy is definitely the fan favorite here. But I think that everybody is rocking with everybody. And I do appreciate everybody rocking with everybody. Chris, shout out to you, man. Appreciate that right there. Been here since the beginning, bro. Keep it, love it. Keep it up, Joe. Definitely trying to. I definitely made a bit of a blunder tonight. And, gosh, I feel freaking stupid for that. But, yeah. So, really enjoyed this. I definitely got to wrap this thing up, man. I got to get some sleep. I'll be up at 4 o'clock in the morning editing video. And look, hey, y'all add these folks if you don't have them added. Sierra especially. She's the one who has absolutely no support right this second. So she could definitely use a friend on the inside. Every day winning again. Seeing and hearing Brandy laughing is so awesome compared to the first time we met her. Great stuff. I want to put together a really good compilation video of the first, second, third, and then tonight. Well, and then tomorrow. I think that this thing's really going to play out well. I wanted to tell her, this is giving me like a feeling that, it's giving me a feeling that we're definitely on the right track. I should say that. You know, I want to see Brandy's story blow up. I want to see her come home and create her own social media existence and let her have something, you know, a life of sobriety, which she says she doesn't even know how to live. So hopefully she learns some skills when she goes to this program, but give her something to be motivated by. You know, the voice of many who come together in one common place, these social media forums, to root for a person. You got no idea how powerful that can be for somebody. But yeah, you probably do, because you've seen it for other people when people come together to cheer you on. I'm going to wrap this thing up. Thank you guys so much. I really was dragging ass through this. It was basically like I just did 5 interviews back to back. And not to mention everything else that we did today. This is my 3rd live stream, and then we uploaded 2 videos, and then I filmed 2 videos. So can't nobody say that I ain't putting in some freaking work over here, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm back doing what I absolutely love to do, and it's thanks to all of you. And you guys are blessing the lives of these people. And, hey, we got a lot more work that we're going to be doing here. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Write to these folks. Their information will be posted down below once this video processes, and I can pin that comment, letting you know where you can find all of these folks at. And I will look forward to sharing more with you guys tomorrow. Until then, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace. I'm going to lose my voice. I'm actually